Hi, my name is Paul Zelizer, and you're probably wondering what is this guy doing with a pair of shoes in front of his face? These are a great pair of running shoes called Mizuno from Japan, and I've really been enjoying getting back into running. Now, I don't run long distances. I'm not built that way. I enjoy fitness, and I've learned a lot from marathoners that I've met over the years. But I don't do long distance myself. But what I have learned is some tips for marketing sustainably from being in conversation with several long distance runners, triathletes, and other ultra performance athletes. So, do you know what the two most common causes are of somebody who's good at marathoning from stopping them from continuing that for the long haul? Right? There's two main reasons. One is poor form, right? They're not running in alignment with their body and they hurt themselves. And two is overtraining, right? We usually think about undertraining as being the issue. You're not working hard enough. And that certainly can happen. You've got to work pretty hard to get good enough to be a marathon, right? But these two primary reasons of why marathoners who get up and running, who can't continue, they have a lot to teach us as marketers. So let's talk about this for a minute. I just met recently today with a potential client. We were talking about, she had done some work with another coach, a great coach, somebody who's really good. And she walked out of those meetings with a marketing plan, but she was feeling pretty overwhelmed. That marketing plan included Facebook, right? But not just one or two. She was supposed to be doing 3 different Facebook presence, her personal timeline and a couple of business timelines. She's supposed to be doing Facebook Lives several times a week. She's supposed to do picture quotes, those really nice, cute ones, or really inspiring ones that people like to share with their friends. And then some text-based shares and some content from other people on 3 different Facebook timelines, right? She was also came up with the plan that she was going to blog every week. She was going to make videos for a YouTube channel. She was going to do other social media sites. And she was also going to do a newsletter at least once a month, ideally be twice a month, maybe more. And she was going to check into other social media sites and do a quarterly webinar, right? And by the time she was asking me, does that feel like enough? And I thought about it and I was sitting with it and I thought about my marathoner friend who said, remember, right? It's not usually undertraining that gets people hurt and out of commission when it comes to marathons, but it's usually overtraining. And I told her that story and it really landed for her, right? So I wanted to share that story from you, and then I have 3 tips for you about how you can stay sustainable with your marketing, right? So the first one is practice your form. That is, like a good runner, like if you're going to blog, get good at blogging, right? For each blog you write, let's make sure you're getting the most visibility, the most shares, the most engagement, the most comments, the most people who read it and say, wow, right? That's things like paying attention to your title, the picture at the top of a blog, really using formatting well, right? So if you're going to blog, if you're going to make videos, let's get good at it, right? The second one is, I want you to create support for yourself as a marketer, right? Have a community of friends who are also thinking about marketing, or have a coach, or have a mastermind group, but let's really make sure you're getting support. And then the last piece is build in some rest, right? Don't be on all the time. Don't go out and run 20 miles every single day, right? Most people, that's going to burn them out. It's overtraining, right? So 3 tips. Thank you so much for listening. My name is Paul Zelizer of paulzelizer.com. Be well.